Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world, and be very, very welcome to our fifth class of this five-part masterclass, Wake Up Your Eyes. And today we are going to talk about the 7th level of vision improvement. We're also going to teach you a lot of exercises that are going to help you improve your eyesight. And we're going to throw in a new extra technique that not only improves your eyesight naturally, but helps your overall health. And it's very easy, very pleasant, and you can practice it from the comfort of your home. I'm also going to announce a super special gift that I'm adding to those that have registered today to the advanced program. And today I am going to be here with Diana. Can you put your camera and mic on, please, Diana?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so actually it's going to be Diana that will explain this fifth technique. But so let us, both Diana and I, give us the warmest welcome. So again, we're going to teach the 7th level of vision improvement in this 5th class, teach you a bunch of exercises, give you a bonus technique of vision improvement, and have, for those who stay until the end of the class, and have some extra special bonuses for those joining the ClearSight Method today. We would love to know where you are watching us from, and if you have any pending questions from the past couple weeks. And also, I want to acknowledge the team as a whole that is part of the ClearSight Method. Yes, so in order for you and others to enjoy this Wake Up Your Eyes 3-4-part masterclass that you have been watching the last couple of weeks, there's a team that is behind the scenes, and I'd like to thank them for their commitment. I'm talking about Rosa, Teresa, Natalia, Pamela, Luz, Elia, Sara, Viviana, Cecilia, Rodri, Jaime, Lunti, Freddy, Therese, Diana, Paki, Rodrigo, Cari, Felipe, Leili, and other collaborators that are all over the world in various countries like Spain, France, Ireland, the United States, Mexico, Argentina, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Venezuela, Chile, Uruguay, and more. In order to make this free class possible, a lot of people participate, and we want to thank them for their effort. Has been constant in the past few days. And when we generate this free 4-part masterclass, well, in Spanish, we often have hundreds of thousands of people participating at once. In English, it's more like tens of thousands of people. At this time, I think this time it was about 12,000 people that were participating. So we want to acknowledge them for their effort. And by the way, if there's former students of the ClearSight Method or participants in the of the Vision Coach degree, you can say hello and you can share your experiences here. I also want to acknowledge you for watching and sharing the free 4-part masterclass and being back today for this 5th lesson, and celebrate your commitment. I hope and I look forward to explaining more exercises and give you an extra technique, and that you will enjoy it. So I invite you to stay until the end to have this extra bonus gift. If you've been watching the Wake Up Your Eyes masterclass, you probably have had a fantastic experience. This time, we have been full in and all out, right, Diana? Between the 4 recorded classes and the 4 lives and the extra Q&A. And now today, we have delivered more than 12 hours of classes, exercises, testimonials, questions, answers. We have delivered and you have responded with the same enthusiasm. We are having a very nice group that is coming together for this new edition of the ClearSight Method. By the way, if you already registered and you want to say hi in the chat, we will also be very happy to see you. Again, as I said in the beginning, during these free classes, we deliver the equivalent of a weekend workshop that I used to charge $300, 300 euros when I mostly worked offline. And it's very, very nice to see how you have been engaging and committing and participating. So let's see. We want to help you more to understand how you can improve your eyesight even more in matter of weeks in this class. If you want to understand how to make these improvements that you've already personally experienced into a lasting and profound transformation of your eyesight. So that you let seeing well become a new habit, your new normal. We are going to teach you some exercises and teach you this new technique. It is very pleasant, very powerful, not only for your vision, but for all your health, 100% natural, and you can do it at home. And we also want to take the time to answer your questions. The question that we want to answer for sure, because tomorrow we close the registrations for the ClearSight Method, because we're having our onboarding and welcoming session on Monday. So we're going to close for the weekend so we can welcome you with open arms and guide you into the experience of the ClearSight Method. So if you have questions about, is the ClearSight Method the advanced program, the advanced course for me, we would love to answer that. Yeah, maybe you're wondering if you're older or young, or for your kids, or you already had surgery, or you have your symptoms from birth, you've been wearing glasses for decades, or you have whatever symptom it is that you have, or you absolutely need glasses to work, and you're wondering, is this course for me? Can it help me? Let me tell you that the answer to that question is yes. But sometimes people feel much better when they are when they get answers to their specific case, to their specific symptom. So we can do that if you have questions. And if you have any other kinds of questions, Diana and I are going to stay here today as long as this platform allows, or as long as we answer to whatever questions are here. Okay, so I would also like to invite you to stay committed. What do I mean by that? Well, close notifications or other applications that could distract you. Maybe you want to take a notebook, a pen, a glass of water so that you're comfortable, maybe a few nuts so that you're not hungry. And again, I would like to know where you are watching us from. We always like to know from where people are following. What do you expect from this class? What do you want to learn? What doubt or question you want to solve? And also, what are you willing to do to improve your eyesight? What is your commitment to your eyes and your sight? Now, for example, I would like to ask you, how important is your eyesight from 0 to 10? 0 being, oh, if I lose my eyesight, no problem. Life is just the same. Or 10, actually, my eyesight is really, really important to enjoy the beauty of life, or having a quality of life and well-being. So how would you rate your eyesight, the importance of your eyesight? Yes? I would like to see some numbers coming. And also, let's say that you consider that your eyesight is 8, 9, 10 important. Then how committed are you to take care of your eyes and to improve your eyesight also? Yeah, because we can provide the information, we can provide the guidance, we can support you, we can share, but there's a part that only you can do. So it really depends on your commitment.
Mm-hmm. There we have Betty. 10. Very good, Betty. Yes, a 10 for your eyesight. Yeah, well, I haven't said hello, welcome everyone. Congratulations, yes, on your commitment, because if you are here on this fifth lesson, yeah, of the free course, it's because you are committed. You are committed to your eyesight, to your well-being too. So yes, 10, Sileshi, 10 again. Yeah, very good. Another 10, another 10. Come on. Yes, yes. Our eyesight, it's a precious treasure for us. Yeah, to have good eyesight, to see the world, to improve, to improve from the inside to the outside too. And we've seen the comments during this free course that people even with palming has starting to see the changes in their eyesight. Imagine how much can you improve with the ClearSight Method program. And there's another 10 from Philip. Very good. Yes. Another 10 from Miriam. Very good. Very good. Yes. eyesight is a 10 of importance. Yes, it is. Um, we know how to care for our body because of diets or gym or whatever, but no one has ever told us how to take care of our eyes naturally, in a natural way.
Yes,
right?
we brush our teeth, we comb our hair, we put cream on our skin, we take showers every day, we drink water, we exercise. There's plenty of things where we take care of what we eat. There's plenty of things that we're doing to take care of our health and our well-being, but nobody taught us how to take care of our own eyesight. Yes, so the idea with the ClearSight method, we already gave you a lot of free information, and of course that is yours. You can use it, you can take advantage of it, and we actually look forward to and expect and hope that you will use it. That's why we created that event, that free event. But if you want to go further, if you want to make having a good eyesight your new habit, your new lifestyle, and if you also not just want to recover your own eyesight, but want to give hope and possibility to your beloved ones and know what you're doing, the ClearSight Method Advanced Program is the way to go to help yourself for life and the whole family to have optimal eyesight. Okay, so today the team will collect your questions and possibly answer directly on the fly. And Diana and I, we're going to be in communication. They will also let us know of your questions so that we can integrate them as best as possible in our explanation. I know that Sarah, I think there's a second person, I do not recall who. And so there's Sarah, you and Elia maybe today that are answering the questions on the chat. Anyway, so we're going to be taking care of you. Okay. Now, we are very interested in your questions and we'll do our best to answer. But the questions that I asked about how important your eyesight is for you and how committed you are to your own eyesight is they're very important questions, because again, you are the one who can take care of your own eyesight, of your own health, of your own life, with the decisions, with the choices that you make, with your actions. And again, we're here very happy to help you, giving our best, but seeing clearly at the end of the day something that depends on you, that is in your hand. It depends on you taking action and responsibility on it. Okay, and while you're writing your answers to the questions or writing questions, writing comments, I would like to tell a little bit about our vision. I used to say my vision, but I think that nowadays we are a community that are sharing this vision, right, Diana, in the team of the ClearSight Method, among the trained vision coaches, and a lot of the participants of the ClearSight Method, whether it's in English or in Spanish. And so my vision is to inspire 20 million people to improve their eyesight naturally by 2030. And we're already like 30% of that goal in. And we still have a few years. And why 20 million people? Because that seems to be the tipping point of what is necessary to generate cascading movement. Some of you may have heard about the 100th monkey. Right? These monkeys that were eating potatoes, and then one of them dropped it in the water and then ate the clean potato, and it was a lot nicer in some islands. And then he taught the rest of the tribe, right, of monkeys to clean the potatoes, to eat them instead of eating them dirty. And when a number of monkeys in the one island started cleaning the potatoes, then all the other monkeys in the other islands started doing it as well. How that diffusion of the innovation happens, we don't know exactly, but it did. And with humans, we have the same kind of effect with the norm of brushing your teeth. Actually, it was between First and Second World War that the soldiers in the war learned to brush their teeth and made it a discipline. And when they came back from the war, they taught their families. And it seems that it's when the 20 million people, when that tipping point was reached, that it became a new norm, a new habit. It really started spreading all over. And probably nowadays, you, your kids, your parents, your siblings, the people you know, brush their teeth every day, probably even several times a day. So we can do the same for our eyesight. We can learn simple habits that we can introduce in our lifestyle that will allow us to have optimal eyesight for life, the same way that we want to have optimal teeth for life. And yes, going to the dentist is a good idea once a year to have a checkup. Yes, going to the ophthalmologist to have a checkup once a year is also a good idea. But nobody would think that only going to the dentist is taking good care of the teeth. The same way, going once a year to the ophthalmologist is not enough. It's not a good way to take care of your eyes. So we can teach you what it is that you need to do. And again, so inspiring people directly and training 1,000 vision coaches to contribute to this movement, that is the vision that we have. And this is why we also do the free 4-part masterclass, so that we actually educate as many people as possible on the way to the fundamentals, to the basics. In person, I have had the opportunity to help thousands of people in 6 countries. And since I started working online in 2016, so more than 10 years ago, the impact has been exponential. Since May, there's been like more than 10 million people watching our pages, more than 6 million people watching the free 4-part masterclass. We have over 40 million people watching our videos in YouTube, and many users, again, of our webpage. So in any case, we hope that you are taking advantage of what we're sharing for free, that you are one of the people enjoying it. And if you want to go further and you wanted to do it with us, with the team of the ClearSight Method, you will have the opportunity for the next 6 weeks. Yes? And we know, Diana also spoke about this a moment ago, that seeing clearly is so much more than just improving your physical sight, because it changes your way of seeing yourself, your view of the world, your view of life. Most people believe that it's impossible to improve your eyesight, right? That eyesight can only decline with age, can only get worse. And if you need glasses, you'll need them for life. We've already explained to you how those are false limiting beliefs, and that you can now know about the empowering truth of the possibility to improve your eyesight. And when you actually do it, and you actually achieve something that maybe some time ago you thought was impossible, then you transfer that empowerment to other areas of your life. Also, again, your physical eyesight is so linked to your vision that when you improve your eyesight, everything in your life improves. It improves your health, your productivity, your attractiveness, your enthusiasm, your joie de vivre. Everything becomes more beautiful and brighter in life. Sight and vision are connected, and today you're going to discover a little bit more about this. Also, your eyesight is the most important sense of contact with the world. 80 to 90% of the relevant information today is visual, and eyesight is the most valued sense. 60% of us humans are more visual, and then 20% more auditory, 20% more kinesthetic, like their sense of touch. And if we look at the surveys on the biggest fears that people have concerning their health or dependency or disability, actually, the biggest health dependency disability fear is losing your sight. It's the 3rd most terrible fear after dying and public speaking. So the 3rd most dreaded fear is to lose your eyesight. So here we are, Diana and I, right, challenging our own discomfort to speak in public. Okay, so that others don't have to fear going blind, right, or losing their eyesight. And in the digital age, we spend so much time looking at cell phones, tablets, computer screens, in artificial light, and sometimes we're not aware that the way of life that we have and that we need to have and that we want to have, because it's not a question of rejecting technology and rejecting the screens and the internet, etc., or online education, but sometimes we're not aware that with our habits, we are really fatiguing our eyes a lot. We are also aware that we're teaching online, right? So we're also going to help you to improve your eyesight while using screens. Yes. And since the lockdowns in 2020, eyesight decline has rapidly increased all over the world. So there's been an acceleration of the kind of lifestyle and habits that we have nowadays that damage our eyesight. If we don't do anything about it, the World Health Organization is saying that losing your eyesight is the silent epidemic that's affecting the world. Already 1/3 of the world population has eyesight issues. And in 2019, they thought that by 2050, half the world population would. Nowadays, they think that this will happen by 2030. So we want to counteract that trend with massively teaching natural vision improvement for free and in the advanced program, so that we can be part of the solution instead of being part of this silent pandemic. Okay, and screens are here to stay. It's not a question of rejecting them, but knowing how to live with them while taking care of our eyesight. And we also need our eyes to read. Reading is still the main source of education and personal and professional growth in life. We need our eyes to learn. Our children need good eyesight to be educated, to grow up happy in the world, to have good social integration, right? Diana, you know about this a great deal because you were a child with thick glasses, right? And if we think about our elders, how much can their quality of life improve with good eyesight instead of going from reading glasses into surgeries for cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, and progressively losing sight of this beautiful world? How much more well-being and quality of life they can have if we can support them with good habits for having optimal eyesight for life. Again, when your eyesight improves, many aspects of your life improve. It really is a profound and complete transformation. And it's something very practical for your daily life to be able to do things like seeing the panels on the public transportation, recognizing people in the street, being able to read the ingredient labels on products in the supermarket, not having to go with 3 pairs of glasses in your bag to be changing from the sunglasses to the near to the far, right? Well, I've never had to do this, but but you have probably, Diana. You can show your collection of old glasses. Yeah, my goodness. I have to buy glasses so that I can teach these classes to make references to them, but I have never worn them. And I promise that you are able to not need the glasses like so many of our students have. Again, it's so practical not to need to ask other people to read things to you and tell you what it says, being able to read the menu of any restaurant with any kind of light, anytime, read without glasses, drive without glasses. And if you play music, being able to read the scores or play your instruments without the glasses falling, right? Or making discomfort. Or if you're involved in artistic activities, improving your perception of colors, shades, textures, details. Or if you like sports, being able to move freely and safely. And even if you're a salesperson, you need to know that you have more credibility and influence when you're speaking and you're connecting with the person eye to eye without the filter, the barrier of the glasses. And of course, if you're a firefighter or a pilot or a policeman, you need to take care of your eyesight, of your visual acuity. These are professions that require good eyesight. And by the way, we've had students from all of these professions, right? Painters, videographers, photographers, policemen, firefighters, pilots, and they were all very, very happy with the results. And if you don't even are concerned about any kind of profession or job, just being able to connect with someone else, looking into each other's eyes without the barrier of the glasses, when we're hugging, when we're kissing, and we don't have the glasses bumping into each other as we're being affectionate, it really makes a difference. It makes a difference in these daily interactions. And the truth is that without glasses, we're all much more attractive. And it's much more pleasant when people tell us that we have beautiful eyes rather than we're wearing beautiful glasses. Right, Diana?
There. Yeah. Well, I showed all my, not all of them. These are part of my glasses because I've been wearing I was wearing glasses since I was 8 years old. So maybe some of them are in my parents' house, but yes, and it was a lot of glasses throughout my lifetime. Yes, until
Mhm.
I found the ClearSight method. And I said, okay, thank you, glasses. You were there for me, but not anymore. And I'm here, well, on screens, as you said, I know, but
Mhm.
reading, writing, doing anything without glasses. But yes, it's kind of uncomfortable to to bring all the glasses in the bag. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and let me have a look in the chat. So we have people from Indiana, from London, from Canada. Okay, nice to see you. A lot of people were writing 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 of importance, 10, even 11. Okay. Giske saying, since 20 years I wear night lenses. I wear them at night and they make me see better at the distance during the day. I want to start your program and would like to know if you have any reference when I can stop wearing them. We will teach you that inside the program, indeed, how to make the transition from wearing glasses into not needing them. Because, well, for some people, they go from 0 to 100 like in half an hour, but that's not the most common, to tell you the truth. For most people, it takes between 1 to 3 months to improve their eyesight. So during that time, of course, you want to have support to be able to be functional and be safe for what you need to do in your daily life. So we'll guide you about that in the advanced program. Okay, Sileshi is like palming and sunning with due commitment. Yes, for life. Absolutely. Sunshine, loving your vision, Ainhoa. Thank you. I hope you share it and you are part of the movement. Amy, I'm very interested but wondering what happens when my eyesight improves but still wearing current prescription glasses or contacts for work. I am minus 8.5 and minus 7.5, so I guess that's nearsightedness, myopia, but also have astigmatism, cataracts, and need reading glasses. Well, if you need to use your glasses at work, because that's required for your function, the good news is that even if you work, I don't know, 8 hours a day in your work, the day has 24 hours and the week has 7 days. So there's other times when you're not at work and you can use that time to improve your eyesight. And as your eyesight improves, you could be using older glasses with less prescription, right? But we'll also teach you what other tools and how you can make the transition. We've had plenty of students, Amy, that needed to wear glasses for work and nevertheless improve their eyesight with the program. Gloria, hello from Texas. I'm not sure if I am online. Can you see this message clearly? We can. Yes. Okay. Okay, Betty's asking, can you please explain why a person has one eye that is nearsighted and the other eye that is farsighted? That's an easy question. In one eye, you have tension in the oblique muscles, making the eye long, that is making the eye have myopia. And in the other eye, you have tensions in the recti muscles, making the eye shorter than normal, and thus generating the farsightedness. The solution in both cases is to help your muscles relax so that your eyes get back in shape and then you can see at all distances with all your eyes. Betty, even if you have a different symptom in each eye, we can help you improve your eyesight. Why is there such a decline? Is it largely have to do with screens? Actually, Lydia, the decline of eyesight has been happening in the last 100 years. Towards the end of the 19th century, eyesight decline started more massively when school became compulsory, and from almost no myopia, myopia increased by 5% in the population. And it was such a big increase that it was noticed. Yeah. Now, so that was in the 1920s, where, in the 1920s, myopia had 5% of prevalence in Western Europe and North America. Now, since then, myopia has improved to over 40%, like 41, 47% in Western Europe and North America. In Asia, myopia has increased in one generation from 50% to 90% of the population being nearsighted. And in certain cities, even 95%. That jump is not due to genetics. Genetics alone cannot explain such big changes. It's because of how the lifestyle has changed in the last 100 years. And it's not just screens. It's also artificial light. It's having more sedentary life. It's also how our nutrition has evolved, how we handle stress, how we relate to each other. There's a lot of factors that are involved. And this is why during lockdowns, where there were big shifts in our lifestyle, the eyesight decline was massive, also being worried about our health, our loved ones, the future, the economy, the uncertainty. So the emotional component to eyesight decline is also very, very important. And the good news, Lydia, is that because it's not so much linked to genetics, there is a little bit of predisposition, but most of it is about lifestyle and habits. The good news is that if you have the good information and you implement the habit change and you choose the lifestyle that will support your eyesight and your health, you can really have optimal eyesight for life. And this is what you're going to be able to accomplish with the ClearSight method. Okay? Okay. Hi from California. Any thoughts on getting a good outcome for vitreomacular traction or vitreous detachment? Okay, looking for holistic support of this new diagnosis. Absolutely. We have actually a specific plan of exercises for people who have suffered from vitreous detachment or for retinal detachment. I'm going to show it in a moment, in any case, we're going to teach you exercises, answer your questions. You're going to get a lot of good information. But in any case, today, we want to make sure that at the end of today's class, you will know if the ClearSight Method Advanced program is for you and how you can improve your eyesight in 6 weeks, taking into account 6 different scientifically validated levels of intervention, 6 different angles to improve your eyesight naturally. You will know what you need to do and how you need to do it to transform your eyesight to see clearly again in a lasting way. And we will also explain the 7th level of vision improvement that may surprise you, teach you additional exercises and practices. Yes? And again, at the end of the class, there's a surprise, there's a bonus for those who stay until the end. Okay, so let's recap a bit on what we've done so far with the free class. Okay, and I see Lydia saying, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Great. So what have we already explained in the free masterclass up to now? So if we watched up to video number 4, we already mentioned the 6 scientifically validated levels to improve your eyesight: the physical level, the chemical or nutritional level, the emotional level, the mental level, the light and energy level, and the habits and lifestyle level. During the first few classes, the first 3 classes, we shared with you, and you've already become familiar with some of the ideas and techniques of these levels. For example, in the first lesson, we taught you how focusing works in the eye, right, at the physical level. We spoke about anatomy and physiology of the eye, and we taught you palming to relax the eyes. And this is a fundamental exercise and fundamental basis to improving and re-educating your eyesight in a lasting way to see clearly again. In the live class, we added many, many more tips, right? Many more things that you can do, we spoke about the importance of moving your gaze, looking far away, blinking, laughing, crying, yawning, stretching. We talked about positive thinking, about memory and imagination, sleeping in the dark. So we already gave you a lot of tips that can help you improve your eyesight. In the second class, we spoke extensively about the importance of light and the sun. How sunlight is one of the most important ways to nourish and stimulate and keep a healthy eyesight, a healthy retina. We also taught you sunning or sunbathing to stimulate and regenerate the retina. And we taught you the combination of sunning and palming to train the pupil to see much more clearly up close, right? To train the iris, to make it do good exercise. We spoke about pinhole glasses and about the instant focusing technique. We shared about filters for your computer, right? Yeah, so we shared again a lot of value. Maybe you want to add something, Diana, to the things that we were teaching in the first couple of classes?
Yes, the importance of this. Well, someone talked about this combination of palming and sunning, palming for relaxation, sunning too for relaxation, but also for these contrasts of light and darkness, so important for the movement inside the eye, right? And the whole well-being, but in this case for the eyes, yes, and the importance of natural light.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, absolutely. I'm reading Achiti saying, hello, we met yesterday. After the call, I signed up for the full course. Welcome, congratulations. Be very welcome. Looking forward to starting with you on Monday. How exciting. I have only one eye and it has had muscle surgery, a lens implant, and a scleral buckle. I remember you. I think your name was Joanna. You were there too. With
Joanna.
with
Oh,
Alex.
yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. Great.
So
happy to be here. Yeah, with you.
okay, and you say when I began the initial exercises yesterday, I was triggered almost like a flashback. I'm a little bit frightened about moving forward. Dear Joanna, big hug, take a deep breath, take it one step at a time. You really don't have to do everything at once. Micro baby steps, micro practices. It's very important that you make yourself feel safe and that you're comfortable. Create your space at home, prepare your materials, generate a safe space so that you can move as slow as you need, so that you can feel as safe as you need. Okay, we're going to be balancing challenge and mastery, challenge and mastery. You don't have to do everything at once, really. And start with the practices that feel the nicest, that feel the safest, that are familiar. Yes. And going forward, you'll be able to expand, yes, the border of the comfort zone. Actually, a lot of people say that all growth happens outside of the comfort zone. But it's interesting, for vision improvement, it's important that you create a comfort zone and that you're visiting the border with a lot of kindness and a lot of care for yourself. Yes, generating a comfort zone and maybe expanding it, but staying in the comfort zone in this case makes more sense. And doing the practices in a playful way, as a game, with curiosity, with presence, and sometimes less is more. Doing a little bit and doing it fully present. Yes, a few minutes, but with intention will be a lot more helpful than trying to practice for hours and hours, absent-minded and boring and just out of discipline. So be very, very kind in the process, and we're going to be there every step of the way. Yeah. Gloria is saying, I believe my greatest challenge will be the emotional element of this eyesight journey. I'm almost afraid that I won't be able to release my emotions to improve eyesight. Dear Gloria, that was the topic of the third free lesson, and there's going to be a whole level in the ClearSight Method. And know that we will be there for you. We're going to teach you different techniques, different angles that you can use to release those emotions. And for a lot of people, it's easier than what they think in the beginning. Of course, if you were to touch something that is actively traumatic, in that case, you may want to also look for some support of other kinds of counselors or psychologists or something like that. But most of the time, the emotional issues that are crystallized and stored in our eyes, they're old stuff. Actually, we've already gone beyond that in life. We're past it, but they have stayed stuck in our eyes. And we can release that tension, emotional tension and physical tension in an easy way that is actually very empowering, and that gives us back a lot of joy in life. Diana, maybe you have a word, because this is also a process that you've experienced, and really for most people it's a lot easier than they believe. Go ahead, say a few words.
Yeah, thank you, Ainhoa. Yeah, of course. And that's why I chose 5 years ago the ClearSight method because of this emotional aspect behind our eyesight. This emotional aspect made me realize what had happened when I realized and I discovered that point in time when I began with my strabismus, for example, or well, hyperopia, and to understand that there was something there to work on, yeah, from the inside, and to see, okay, what happened and what more can I do for my eyes, yeah, from the emotional point of view. So it's important not only to do the exercises and practices, but also to understand what is behind that symptom, what was going on in life, and go on and improve more even with that, with all that information into account. Yes. I would like to just to have an aside here and to acknowledge this participant. She is there, especially for those that are doubting. She is there courageously telling us, I have one eye, and she wants to improve. So a big hi, because this is really great. Yeah. Many people ask question, is this for my symptoms? She's there. She's here with us and she's committed. So all of you are here and must be here, yeah, committed to both eyes. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. We cannot hear you, Ainhoa.
Yes, can you
Yeah,
hear me now? Okay,
yeah.
yes, yes. So thanks for that comment. Diana and Gloria is saying, thank you. That's all I needed to hear. I'm sometimes my worst enemy. Well, she wrote, I'm my worst enemy most of the time. Let's reduce it to once in a while, sometimes, yes? The way we speak and the way we think also creates our reality. So it's important to pay intentional attention to how we're saying the things that we mean. I'll be signing up. Congratulations, Gloria. We'll be very happy. And again, we'll be there every step of the way to support you with these emotional aspects. And actually, to go back to what I was saying, in the third free class, you understood precisely the emotional roots of vision problems. And certainly, many of you were able to identify when and why you started to see worse and to realize that this can also be reversed in a profound way. In the third live, we went into more depth and spoke about the emotional keys to, I believe, more than 20 eyesight symptoms. We went beyond the 15 that we had promised and spoke about many others. Now, in the fourth live that we had last Saturday, you met some of the people in my team. We showed you the platform and you saw their participants. And we spoke about the results that are possible to get when you practice. Yes, in the fourth video, we explained to you in the fourth video how, in order to improve your eyesight in a deep and lasting way, it's most useful to work with the 6 levels until you make having good eyesight your new habit, your new normal. So these are the 6 levels of the ClearSight method. Physical level, how to improve your focus with relaxation and exercises for your eyes. We're taking into account, of course, the anatomy and the physiology of the eye, how the eye works, but not just the eye, because the eye is where light impulses are transformed into nervous impulses. So we're going to talk about other parts of your body, but we'll get there later. Number 2, how to take care of your visual capital with the nutrition, right? Learning to eat well to see better. Yes, everyone knows that in order to have good health, you need to exercise and you need to eat well. Guess what? It's also true for your eyes. It's also true for your eyesight. Third level, how to improve your eyesight by releasing the emotions that are affecting your vision. Fourth level, how to use the power of your mind to see better and better. Because as we said, the nervous impulses are processed in the brain. You can train your brain to see better and better, besides getting your eyes in shape. Okay, fifth level, how to optimize your use of light and energy to accelerate the improvement of your eyesight. And sixth, good habits, a good lifestyle so that you implement them every day to see better and better automatically in your daily life. And we taught you some during the free masterclass, but there's a lot more that we can dive more deeply within the ClearSight method. And today we're going to explain you a little bit more of these 6 levels so that you can understand the importance of working with all of them if you really want to transform your eyesight and your life and see clearly again, inside and outside, both. And all of that by 100% natural, simple, inexpensive, and fun means. Today we're going to talk about that 7th level, and we're also going to show you some exercises that you will love and that you can add to the palming, the sunning, the instant focusing technique, and other things that we have taught you. Okay, I think that it's actually Diana that's going to teach the exercises. So before we go forward, how about you tell them what kind of materials they're going to need to practice?
Yes, of course. I'm going to show you that we'll need, let's see, if you have at home, if you have Post-its like this one, yeah. For example, they have like some glue that you can put here, okay. This is one, this is just simple things. If you don't have these, okay, just do a little sketch here, and you can put it on your eye with some tape. If you have tape, it's okay. And then we'll need balls, if you have any balls, yeah, the ones that maybe those that have a pet can play with. If you have, well, color pens like these ones, yeah, light color, very beautiful colors, or pencils, any colorful. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, well, I have this beautiful pen that a friend gave to me, yeah, with a doll. So you can play with this colorful, yeah, it's very colorful and attractive for the eyes, yeah. Then I have here some beautiful pompons here with bright lights, yeah. We'll show you this. What else? If you have, well, I have the.
Sorry, Diana, I think I pushed the wrong buttons. I think I lost the internet for a moment. I wanted to remove my camera and my mic, and I think I removed yours. Can you click the button again? There you go. So can you unmute yourself, because we can see you, but we cannot hear you now.
Okay, I hope. Yeah, I hope I was talking. I don't know if I was talking alone, showing the things, but.
So I think either you or something went wrong with the internet.
Okay.
So I saw you frozen, but I think that it was me that got lost.
Yes, I kept on talking and showing the materials, but
yes, go ahead.
I will repeat in case.
No, wait. You were showing these things when I muted you, so you can continue. You can continue with those.
Okay.
There you go.
I showed the Post-it notes. These ones we have at home, and what else? Oh, colorful pens or pencils, whatever you have at hand. Some balls, yeah, balls you have at home. And I was showing, well, if you have a cord with pins or with colorful pins, I love these ones.
Let me show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you have it there.
Like this. Yes.
Something like, yeah, that's it. Because I have these lights and because I love this.
Yeah, that's perfect too.
I love them. I show them everywhere. But they do much noise. Okay. And I showed this beautiful, well, it's a pen actually, but a friend of mine gave me this and I love it.
I have this.
Oh yeah. Anything that attracts the attention to your eyes, anything colorful, yeah.
Any shiny object, literally any shiny object.
Yeah,
could be a ball, could be I also like I have these things.
These are
you can use socks. You can make balls with socks. You can have finger puppets, right? I like to use finger puppets sometimes. Okay, yes, exactly. So very good. So two pens of different colors from the
Mhm.
outside, like for example, this is orange and purple or green or yellow.
Yeah,
Shiny object, post-it notes, clothespins. It could be also a shoestring. It doesn't need to be a clothespin.
yeah,
Basically, any
right.
string, right? And
Mhm.
any kind of ball. And if you don't
Yeah,
have a ball, like a tennis ball, you could also put two socks together and make a little ball with your socks. So really things that you can find at home or that you can have very easily. Mhm. And before we dive into teaching you the exercises, we also want you to know that we know how painful it is not seeing clearly, the frustration, the fear, the feeling of being disempowered, the feeling of getting old at once when you lose your eyesight. I mean, I remember in my 30s when all of a sudden I had presbyopia. I felt like I had aged 20 years at once. And then what is the joy when you recover the eyesight and how much free and empowered and happy you feel? So that's what we want you to experience. And as you know, I have had 6 eyesight symptoms 3 times in my life, and every time I could get rid of them: myopia, strabismus, amblyopia, double vision, astigmatism, and the need for reading glasses and presbyopia. So I have healed from 6 different symptoms. Diana, you have also healed from a bunch of symptoms, yes?
yes, of course. Yeah, and from childhood, of course. Yeah, I had my eye doctor helping me with glasses, patches, a patch all day long at school, and so well that was traumatic at that time. Not now. I now wear the patches to play. That's why we
Yeah.
have these tools to do. But
Yes.
yeah, yeah, it's
And for free, we have helped millions of people improve their eyesight. And with the paid advanced ClearSight Method program, tens of thousands of people in over 100 countries that we have helped. So we can tell you that we've seen it all. You name it, whatever symptom, whatever situation, we've helped people with all kinds of things, and they have all improved. The degree and the speed may vary, right? Some people improve in a month and they get rid of glasses and it's done forever. Some people with more serious symptoms may take a bit longer, 3 months, 5 months. Um, and most people get a very, very, very big, important, noticeable result. Like they can let go of glasses, they can avoid surgery, and it makes a huge difference in their life. But even if you improve a percentage, like imagine having 20%, 30%, 60% more vision. Even if you don't get to 100%, that is such an impact in the quality of your life that it's totally, totally worth it. Mhm. What we can tell you is that if you practice, you will improve. So here's where we're here to support you in that. Okay. Okay, maybe today we will show actually some cases of some testimonials with videos. Sometimes this platform allows to show videos, sometimes it doesn't. So we have a little bit of uncertainty, but in any case, we'll be happy to answer your questions. And if you want to, like, if you have questions about specific symptoms, and we'll do your best to show you testimonials of people who have improved from those specific symptoms. In any case, now let's go with some exercises that will improve, that will help you improve your eyesight in a very simple, fun way with techniques that are 100% natural and scientifically validated. And if you gather the materials that Diana invited you to look for, we would like now to invite you to start the moment of practice. Yes? So how are we going to do this? First, we invite you to remove your glasses, contacts, whatever devices that you have helping your eyes see, because we want you to practice with your naked eyes and for you to notice how your naked eyesight improves as we practice. How are we going to know how much your eyesight is improving? Well, you are going to make a simple evaluation. If you have your eye chart and your small print that we gave you after lesson number 2, Then you can check very quickly, without glasses, without contacts, at what distance it's comfortable to see the eye chart. Probably it's hanging on a wall someplace, and if you don't have it, well, the small print, you can put it at the distance of your elbow and you can check. If you don't have these, don't worry, just pick a book, a magazine, a journal, and just have a glance and see what you see comfortably and what you don't. Now, another thing is that eyesight and vision is not just about reading certain sizes of letters at certain distances, it's so much more. So as you remove your glasses and contacts, we also want to invite you to pay attention and notice how well do you perceive light? How well do you see color? How wide is your visual field? How do you notice the volume of objects or the empty space? How is your 3D vision? How do you notice movement? Because there may be differences as we practice with the exercises. And as long as there's any kind of improvement in any of the aspects involving your eyesight, your vision, this is proof to you that your eyesight can improve. Even if it's your eyes feeling more relaxed, your eyes feeling more moist, noticing darkness darker, all of that counts, because all of it is showing your own baby steps towards clarity, towards an improved vision. Yes? So I hope that as I was speaking, you removed your glasses, you removed your contacts, and you started looking around to notice how you see around you. Not just the papers, but also the space around you, so that you can track changes and improvements. Yeah? Okay, so now that you have taken that point of reference to begin, I would like to let Diana guide you with the practices. I'm gonna make Diana bigger. I'm gonna make myself smaller.
Okay.
And I will mute myself. I'll take off the camera, but I'm around. So I let Diana guide it. Okay, all yours.
Okay, people. Let's begin. Make sure, as Ainhoa said, to have looked around and see how the space is around you. And as we are sitting, we've been sitting a long time, I invite you, those that can really, to stand up a little bit, to stand up if you can. Of course, you can do it sitting down. Nana, I'm going to show you, So, for those that can stand up, just put your feet on the floor, and just start very, very gently to move from one side to the other, to start relaxing, okay? To start relaxing. Those that are sitting up, you can do just moving from side to side, relaxing, without your glasses, without your contacts. I'm going to stand up again. So we'll do this movement. We'll do this movement to start relaxing our eyes too. And paying attention, even if it's blurry. Imagine you are in a museum looking at a contemporary art picture, So start moving and start perceiving and paying attention to what is happening around you. You see that I'm not doing this. I'm just moving gently, And the world around me is moving. This is the apparent movement we have when we move very gently. And this is so relaxing for our eyes. Keep looking up front. If you have a window, as I have here, look afar and see how the things are moving. I have a house there and I think it's moving. Yes, it is. So start relaxing. Okay. And now another movement that we are going to do, but very shortly, very gently, this is balancing from one side to the other. And our eyes, all our retina is catching these impulses, these colors, this light, this apparent movement. And now we are going to just swing very gently. Those that are sitting, you can do this and this. Very well. This is a very beautiful chair. It's wonderful. Yeah. So start moving from one side to the other, moving the body, and the eyes are moving too. They are getting all the information around the room. Yeah. And this is also the apparent movement, because when you go to the left, things move to the right, and when you move to the right, things move to the left. Yeah? So we'll do this very gently. If you are feeling dizzy, stop. Don't do it, okay? But if you are feeling okay, do it very, very, very gently. Yeah? Slowly, okay? Now, I will challenge you. Yes, if you have one of the pens, well, I have my little puppet here. Yeah. And now I will move my body, but looking at this beautiful doll here, centralizing my view here. Yes. Ooh. And everything around is moving. And the eyes are moving too. The eyes are catching all the images. Yes, not only this one, but also the world around. Okay? Very good. Very, very, very slowly. Okay? Now, leave it aside. If you have a pen. If you have your finger, you can also see your fingers, switch hands, and see what is happening. How the world is moving. Very, very gently. Okay? Like this. Very good. Okay, now let's stop. Let's stop the movement. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Breathe and see how your eyes are perceiving the movement. Maybe your eyes, yes, are moving inside, even if they are closed, because we have started something new for them. They are moving. They are starting to wake up. Yeah? Okay. Now, sitting down. Okay. Yeah. Again, close your eyes and feel this new movement for your eyes. Very good. It's so important. Blink, blink, blink it. Blink the eyes open and look around. Something is starting to change. Something is changing. Yes. See how you perceive now the light, the colors, the movement also, because your eyes are moving around the room. It's important to be aware of the periphery. Yeah? And I brought my pompons here. I love them. Yeah? It's important for the eyes to work properly, to be aware of the peripheral view we have. We can go like this, we can go like this. And you see that I'm looking at the camera, but I know that my eyes are working. They are seeing this all around. They are not seeing this clearly. It's not normal to see this clearly. Yeah? But it's important to open the field of view. So you can move a shiny object here, because when we wear glasses, yeah, the glasses, the frames, inhibit this perception of periphery. And nowadays we are all day looking at screens, lowering our view, looking at phones, but always like this, never paying attention to what is going on here Yeah, and this simple movement also relaxes our eyes and our system, our whole system, because we are aware of what is going on. We are not in a state of alert, because if we see at the central, we are, what is going on here? What is going on there? Yeah, so pay attention and do this with me. Okay, very important. Very good, very good. Great. And perceive, start noticing what is changing in your eyesight, in your system also, in your body, in your mind. Very good. Okay. Close your eyes a little bit and perceive, feel your eyes, how they are starting to relax with these new movements, these new practices. Okay. Breathe and blink them open. And again, move around. See the room where you are. What is changing? Maybe colors are brighter. Light is also brighter. Yeah. And maybe you take the letters and you just see them. Do not pretend to focus your sight. Yeah, just see and perceive what is going on, what is changing. The letters may be bigger, the letters may be more vivid, yeah, to you. Okay, great. Now we'll take this puppet, this beautiful doll I have here, but you can take your colorful pen, something that you have at home, something, yeah, like this, and start paying attention, start paying attention to the details, to the colors, the textures, yeah, of that finger puppet, if you have one, or, well, I have this here, or also a pen, the details, and look at them, blink, very gently. Breathe, stay relaxed, okay? Do not force, do not do not do this to see, because you create tensions around the eyes, yeah? Just simple, even if it is blurry, do not worry about that, because seeing, we've said that seeing is more than seeing letters clearly, yeah? There are other dimensions, the ones that I've said, the colors, the light, the textures, the spaces in your room, okay? So once we've seen all this, we'll start to make movements with our eyes, following the puppet or the pencil, the pen, okay? So we'll start moving this like this. I'm showing in the camera. This is a laying 8, we say, lazy 8, or sleepy 8, yeah? Because this is like the infinite sign also, yeah? And an 8 figure. So I'm going to be near the camera so you can see my eyes, how they move. I'm not moving my head in this case. Yes, first we will do it looking at the puppet, and you can see my eyes, how they move. I blink. There. And now we can also add our head gently. I will repeat this word because we don't want to create more tension. We tend to do things with a lot of tension in our neck. So no, this is about relaxation and movement, okay? So we'll look up, look to the side, and move our head, following the movement of the pen, of the puppet, yeah, like this. Those that really want to try, you can also move your body and do, yes, aids with your body, okay? Be creative, anything you feel comfortable with. But for this time, we are doing this, following, okay? With this same, close your eyes now. Close your eyes for a minute. And my eyes are like, like flickering the inside the eyelids because they are moving. Perceive that movement. Blink them open. Blink them open and perceive. Again, see around you. What is changing? How I am feeling. How my eyes are feeling. Okay, blink. It's very important to blink, to create that microsecond of darkness for the eyes. It's so good when you blink. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, with this same color, I'm going to change because I have one here. I have a beautiful, this place here. We can look at this, anything you have. Again, a pencil, a pen, it's okay. And we'll look up without moving our head, up, until you feel it comfortable. If you feel pain or strain, stop it.